Cowabunga Gamers, welcome back to another episode of Technological Journey. Last time we got through and got our first aluminum ingot. We got the blast furnace all built up. Got our first aluminum, and got started with the MV age, or entered the MV age. This episode, we are going to keep going through the MV age. And hopefully, my goal is get the MV machine hull, as that is what we need for all these machines. And for that, we need to do the oil. So that's where we are going to start. We may need a few machines. Ideally, I'd like to look at MV power gen, get biodiesel up and going, since that seems to be the most important thing. And for these advanced diesel gens, we need aluminum, the MV circuit, and a bunch of aluminum. Thankfully, between episodes, it's been a hot minute. I set up a simple automation to just macerate aluminum, get the powder, centrifuge it, get the aluminum, pop it in here, send it through the blast furnace, and thankfully we have enough to probably just get through the MV age without thinking too much about it. So that's actually where we are going to start. I'm going to grab a stack of aluminum and just send it through the bending machine and end up with a bunch of planks. I've been prepping to make some more circuits, so I'm just going to make a few more of those. Oh no, what are we missing? These. There we go. We have 22 circuits. That should be at the very least a good start for us. So let's take a look at what we need. So one of the first quests I want to do today was knock this out of the way, or processing ruby dust. We need impure pile of cephalerite, and that, I think we have some cephalerite somewhere. One of these chests, yeah, just a whole bunch of it. So I'm just going to send it through the macerator here. A bunch of glow dusts for us. Glass dust for us in the future. That will probably be important. We only need one piece, right? So we can just send that back through. Yeah, easy. And that should get us the impure pile we need. This gives us gallium. Right? Yeah. Purified, that gives us gallium. Hold on. So if we centrifuge this, this has a chance to give us gallium. Cephalerite. We're just going to centrifuge a bunch of that just to double check, though. I guess I can double check centrifuge. Yeah, no, that has a chance to give us gallium, which is pretty nice. So I think what we're going to do is just add that to the list here. And then did this have a filter? Yeah, this had a pretty simple setup where it just takes the ore and sends it through the centrifuge. Nothing too exciting there, but I will just send a bit more through. So while that's cooking, small pile, right? Tiny pile. And what was a small pile? Small pile, was that 4? No, it's okay, I see what I did. It's gonna be this. Because this brings us to diodes. And diodes are actually really simple. And I think we want to do this recipe, right? No, that's gallium arsenide, so we can't do that yet unless... No, probably not. So all we need, let's just do all of this. So we're gonna need some of that. I think I still have some glass over here. Yes. make some panes. And then it was these that it needed. No, not you. You. There you go. 5 diodes. And that gets us the primitive circuit, which I'm pretty sure we can do somewhat simply. Yeah, we just need red alloy cable and some wrought iron, which if we're lucky, we have a few. Wrought iron is back through the furnace. I also didn't mention this, but we got the primitive blast furnace up. Oh, also I moved a bunch of stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we got the primitive blast furnace. We're making a bunch of steel. This is automatable now. It's very nice. Just simple automation. Nothing fancy. We don't need anything fancy right now. I can send that in. Is this working? Yeah, it's just going through some stuff. Cool. So, ideally we would have another macerator. Maybe. Maybe? Maybe. Not now. Not now. We're good. We are good. One primitive circuit. We need wrought iron and red alloy. Hot iron ingot? What? So this can only go through the primitive alloy furnace? That's weird, actually. Is there a different recipe to get wrought iron that we'll be using in the future? Probably the blast furnace recipe, if I had to guess. Because it seems way weird. Yeah. Whatever. Not gonna worry about it right now. We're just gonna make some plates. Just gonna make some plates. Do we not send any copper through? I could have sworn I did. Whatever. We'll send them through right now. That should be good. And with this, I believe we get our first MV circuit, which is pretty exciting. It always feels good when we get our first MV circuit, quote unquote. So that's probably progression, right? Yeah. That's silicon. And this is aluminum and tin. And this we can use. We could actually use this to make this circuit, couldn't we? Because it's the blue one. Yeah. Good circuit board. Okay. Yeah, all we need is some soldering alloy. And that's much cheaper. So we might, oh wait, no, it's this. This is the good one. Oof, wood pulp. Wait, wood pulp in an assembler with some glue gets us this one. And this one gets us the good. Yeah, so we could make this. I don't know if we want to, but we could. Let's do something fun and make our first MV machine casing. That's always exciting. MV machine casing. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And then we need to take a look at this. So my question, we need this output hatch, these, this, and 2 energy input hatches. Because then we need steam, which means we need steam turbines. Okay, so I think what we want to do is get some antimony and tin. We're going to try to make soldering alloy, because that seems like it's going to be a huge help in getting both this circuit and future circuits, and also the The rotors for the... We don't have a fluid solidifier, do we? No. But we want to get an extruder soon. Extruder might be the first machine we build. Actually, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is probably going to be the best one to get first, because that lets us get shapes and easier parts. What do we need for this? Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's 2 MV circuits, which we can do. And just a bunch of steel and aluminum. So yeah, that's where we're going. We're going the soldering alloy. So how do we get antimony? Antimony. Is antimony its own ore? Ooh, it's not, is it? So that means it comes from something. What does it come from? A bunch of stuff. Cooperite, tanninite. Okay, so it comes from any of these. So like stib. No stib. Cooperite. No cooperite. Tanninite. Stibnite. Purified. Oh. What was it? Stib C cooperite. Oh, we got some cooperite, so that's good. What was the other one? It was like stib, right? Got 1 stibite ore. Let's centrifuge these. Maybe we will get another macerator. Because I would like to get ore processing at HV, I think is where we want to be. That might be the best place for it. It's expensive, yeah, and it's a while. But we don't really need it yet, and that point it'll be like fast enough to be worth it. But we can always come back and reevaluate. In the meantime, in the meantime, we should probably go figure out oil, right? So we need the data stick, which is right here. So I don't know how this is going to work, but we need oil. And we're also probably going to need more ender fluid or ender tanks. Okay, so let's just test this right here, right? So we got this, we got that, then we put this in, it's going. It takes 30 seconds. I don't know what like data is going to give us, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, so I think it just says empty chunk, which is fine. So let's run around here. Throw that in, and I will find some oil and bring you back then. Okay, so that worked out. We got some oil right here. Waypoints, new, call it oil. And this is right by the base. I didn't go too far. So we want to build... Requires MV voltage or higher. Love it. Depletes veins at 1 millibucket per second. Okay, so we may need to hold off. We may need to wait until we get the generator, but we can't wait. I guess we can use the stuff from the blast furnace. That could work. Okay. So how does this look? Okay, this looks exactly how you'd think it looked. Cool. Yeah, okay, so now we need to pump this at, actually maybe we should just make a super tank, right? Because what we want is this poly Capricorn, poly something or another. We want this. This is our goal right now. And to make it, it requires naphtha and niter. And naphtha comes from steam cracked. Naphtha, yeah, so we want sulfuric naphtha, which comes from a distillery of raw oil. 100, 150. So I think we just have raw oil. Okay. So let's figure this out. Let's get two. We need 2 more ender tanks. And then we need to steal the steam turbines from the blast furnace. Okay, we're back just making a super tank. At least I thought I was. Now I am. Making a super tank for the oil, I think, that we're going to have. I'm just going to put this over here for now. And just plop this down. So we're going to come over here. We're going to plop that down. This needs... We're going to move this over here. That's annoying. So now we can have that and this. I need to remember to bring the wrench with me. This way? Yeah, okay. So we can plop this down. 3, 4, 5. We are 1 short. Actually, no, we don't have to be 1 short. We can do this. We can extract. We're just going to extract on green. And then we're inserting on green. That's getting power. These are getting power. Yes. Okay. So this is working now, maybe, presumably. Replenish rate. 0 mil. Treat. What the heck? I guess we can just check if this is working. Right? If this is filling up with oil, which it isn't. Let's if I do this. Yeah, okay, sick. So we have oil. We have oil. What do we need? We need naphtha. And naphtha, right? And all we really need to do is batch it. Renewable polythyrene. Yeah, because that's down here. But to get there, I think we're going to need... Does ethylene... Hold on, ethylene. Is ethylene... No, it's not, is it? Oh. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, what the heck? Okay, so this is getting us oil. Advanced chemical reactor. Apparently, so this is a whatever. Okay, so we need sulfuric naphtha, right? Naphtha. We need sulfuric naphtha, which is a distillery. So we need to make a distillery. That gets us sulfuric naphtha, and sulfuric naphtha. We need naphtha, right? So naphtha comes from, wait, why did I do that? Sulfuric naphtha. Sulfuric naphtha is what we get. We can get naphtha with hydrogen. So we also need a chemical reactor. So we need 2 machines for this. We need 2 machines for this. And we also need hydrogen. Hydrogen shouldn't be too hard to come by, honestly. We get that from water. And then from that naphtha, we need saltpeter or niter. Okay, so we know the machines we need. And we don't want to do MV machines yet because that's too much of, that's a mess, honestly. That's too much. 816. So that's enough for 4 machines. Now it's enough for 4 machines. So what else do we need for these? We're going to need, for a distillery, we're going to need 2 circuits. So we need 4 circuits, which look at us go, thinking ahead. Right, and we can get out of this and put them down here, but then we also need glass. So yeah, we need 2 glass. We also need a pump, I saw, and 2 tin cables. This is tin. Yeah, no, that's 2x tin cable. So we need a pump, and then we need a motor. Okay, cool. So we're going to need 1 more glass. Yes. We're going to need 2 motors and 2 tin rotors. Honestly, we might as well get enough for another. No, because these machines will theoretically be running at the same time. We'll need 2 motors and 2 tin rotors. So we might as well make steam turbine, basic steam turbine. We're gonna need a handful of electric motors. Okay, let me get this all together. Okay, and we're back. So I managed to make the basic chemical reactor, the distillery, and we have enough for 2 steam turbines. I'm just gonna make 1 for right now. We might need that second. We'll see if we need the second one. I also got some antimony going. So we're up to 17 right now. So we should be able to get soldering alloy pretty quickly here. But currently, let's set up oil. So, okay, we need the wrench. We always need the wrench. I'm thinking we may need the second steam turbine. I'm not sure if these are going to run continuously or like how often these are going to run. Okay, so what's first? So we have oil, right? We have raw oil. We want to turn that into sulfuric naphtha. So we need a distillery. So this distillery is going to go first. And then we're going to get the tank and, well, both tanks. Also need a circuit. Was it was right here. Do we want it on top? Let's put it on top. And then we can do that. That can go, that can get filled in. We need a pump, don't we? And we just used the last pump. Oh, that's hilarious. Rubber rings. We need some tin. I also wanted to grab a processor for this. We need raw oil. To that is 2. That's not too bad. I guess for the time being, we can just do that. Right, so that's going to fill with oil. Yeah. Now that goes like this. Okay. That's exactly what I didn't want to have happen. Oh, you don't have any steam in you because this needs to be set to insert on brown. Yeah, so that's going. This is sulfuric naphtha. So we have sulfuric naphtha now. And now we need just regular naphtha, right? And naphtha is in a distillery with another circuit. So, wait, is it? No, it's in another chemical reactor. No, it is not another. So we need hydrogen, which shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. So you're going to go there. You're going to get filled with sulfuric and naphtha. We also need hydrogen. So I think we have a electrolyzer somewhere. We do. That's oxygen. Okay, so let's fill it with water. And that's going to take a while, but we will eventually get hydrogen out of that. I hope. Now then, we need these two. Cobalt aluminate. Wait. Cobalt oxide. Oh. Because what are we trying to get? We're trying to get... Yeah, we're trying to get that polycaprolactam. Sure. And that requires a chemical reactor with naphtha and saltpeter and niter. Where do we get saltpeter? Saltpeter comes from ores. Do we have any saltpeter, or do we need to go looking for it? No, it's just salt. Salt. Yeah, looks like we just got salt. And not saltpeter. Oh. That's fine. So we can use... No, it's saltpeter and niter. So saltpeter. So we need saltpeter, which is fine. Cobalt aluminite and molybdenite. Cool. How does this get made? In a blast furnace, we get alumina and cobalt oxide. And I think this just comes straight from the ore. Yeah, straight from the ore. That's fine. So we'll just let this go and fill up. Okay, so we have 4 hydrogen. Which is not enough at all, is it? Yeah, because we need 12 buckets of that versus 6 buckets. Currently we have 2 buckets. So honestly, we may just let this fill up. We have a shit ton of oil. So yeah, I don't see why we would mess around with that currently. Another thing we can look at is getting plant balls and getting ethylene going. But we'll need another distillery and a brewery. I would like to get into MV machines. Just because they're kind of becoming annoying. Why don't we try getting soldering alloy and the electronic processor? Because this seems easy enough. Some resistors, capacitors, fine copper wire, all this. Okay, we're back. So between cuts, I got some niter dust. So we can do this now if I put it through an electrolyzer. Maybe. So we want naphtha, and naphtha comes from this with hydrogen and sulfuric. So we have a bunch of sulfuric and a bunch of hydrogen in there. So we should just be able to do this. Ah, oh, brilliant. Oh, I see what's happening. Let me turn that one off. Yeah, this is why I didn't want each of these next to each other. But that's fine. That's fine. We now have naphtha. We can check that off. And so for this, we just need to make a bunch of it. Yeah, and it's pretty light on the naphtha, so I'm not too concerned about that. The real question is that, do we make another chem reactor? How bad was it? Oh, that's not bad at all. I'm thinking we make another chemical reactor. Especially since this mod pack is mostly on... Oh, we're going to need a fluid solidifier too, aren't we? Oofums. Metal bender, right? Because we're going to get this. Yeah, so we need a fluid solidifier. There's 2 pumps. What do we have here? Oh, that's another steam turbine. Because what we want to get... We want to get MV power. We want to do biodiesel. Biodiesel is honestly kind of really annoying. Methanol and seed oil. Seed oil comes from... How do we get canola oil? Right, so we want... This gets us crystallized, empowered. Yeah, okay, so that's how we want to do it. Because that gives us 10 buckets. And ethanol comes from biomass, which is that whole section over here. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess we make another chemical reactor and a fluid solidifier. Okay, so here's our second chemical reactor. And I believe... Hold on. So I think we're at the point where these machines are going to be running enough to where we kind of want a second line of them. We can have a second line like right here. I honestly can't wait to I can't wait to fix this base because this is kind of a mess. Hopefully we can last until AE or maybe HV. HV we might redo the base a bit, but we'll see once we get there. So we want it there. Get a tin cable, and then it would be nicer if these like came down this way, wouldn't it? Yeah. So you go here. I think we have some more. Yeah. Hopefully we have enough. We should. If not, not my fault. Okay, there you go. And you're gonna insert on brown as well. And I'm just gonna climb up here. You got stuff. You're good. Okay. And here we got the chemical reactor for naphtha, right? So naphtha with saltpeter. And I went and got some saltpeter. So I'm hoping that's finished up. Did I? Mica, we have mica. Salt, nope. I know we had some. Pure gallium sulfur, blah, blah, blah. Okay, what are you doing? You're sulfurite. Did I? Because I went to the nether and everything. Oh. Niter dust. Here we go. And then the niter dust. I don't think this will work. Yeah, I think we need to put it through a electrolyzer. Right? So, yeah, niter dust right there. So this should be this recipe. No, this 4 seconds. Water. What recipe is this doing? Honestly? Do we just break? Oh no, we don't want to break it yet. We want to get out the hydrogen and put the hydrogen in here. Right? And then yeah, we got one more thing of hydrogen that we can put away. Nope. There we go. So hydrogen's in. Can we time in a bottle it? No. No, we cannot. We cannot time in a bottle this. That's fine. That is a-okay. Honestly, we're gonna move this over here. Why we're moving it, I don't actually know. I just feel like it. Niter dust, go. Yeah, that gives us saltpeter. Saltpeter we can put in there. And now we should be getting... we should be getting our polycapricolatum. And this we need to put through a fluid solidifier. Right? So for the fluid solidifier, what do we need? Right, we needed 2 more pumps. And this is the time. Because we have the rubber, electric motor, we have all this. Do we have all this? We need 2 pumps. We need another tin rotor. We need 2 tin cables. We need some more tin cables, which is fine. Put those in, get some of these. 16, perfect. So 2 of these, I believe it was. Yeah. 2 medium bronze pipes. Do we have any bronze? We do. I'm gonna show that through there. So that's cooking. We need to melt down some sheets of rubber. Actually, before we do that, 32. 32. This requires tin plates and a ring. Okay, and we got soldering alloy now. So soldering alloy is in a mixer, right? In a mixer at LV with 9 tin dust and 1 antimony. And that gets us 10. So let's do 2 antimony and 18 dust. And we will need the macerator for this, so I'm just going to sneak that in. But that's fine. These behave when sped up, which is what I like to see. Okay, there we go. Then we can take this out. We can get the circuit from here. And what did I say it was? It was this soldering alloy in a mixer with number 2. Okay, so we can put that in, this in, and that should, yeah, that's making the, that's 25 seconds, which is fine. We have a fluid, yeah, we have a fluid extractor right here. We can put it in. Then we might need to smelt it first, which is fine. While that's cooking, let's get the parts we need. Need 4 tin plates, perfect, and 8 tin. We needed a tin ring, yes. We also need to melt like 1 thing of rubber. No, that's for this. Okay. 32. Hold on. How many do we need to make? We need to make 10. We need to make 10. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. So we need 36. We need 36 plates, right? Are we actually going to make 10 tin rotors? No, that's such a waste. Let's see how much we actually get. We do get 144. Okay. That's fine. Okay, there's the soldering alloy. Yeah, this needs to go into a furnace. And while that's cooking, I'm going to get another tank. That's rubber. We can just steal this one, since it doesn't have anything in it. And really all we need is just 1 ingot of this. There we go. Okay, so let's put this... Oh, we need another one. That's fine. That's fine. This is very fitting. This is water. Okay, we take the glue... Oh, no. We take the glue out. What do we want to make first? We want to make... Put that in. We do that. Sick. So that gets us a tin rotor. And then we put the rubber in. Put the rubber in with 2 tin, 2 of these. What am I missing? 2 motors. Then we need the bronze pipe and the tin screws. So let's grab those. What am I missing here? The wrench. And then the tin screws. So 1, 2. We cut this up. And then form this into a bolt. There we go. While that cooks, we're going to need another one of these. What are we missing? What are these? Okay, sick. Yeah, so we just need... one more thing of rubber, and we are good. So this will be our fluid solidifier. Beautiful. Just throw that down here. Saltpeter. Okay. Okay. We also need a mold for plates, right? Yeah, it's the same amount. Do we have any steel? Yes, we do. Oh, we already have it in there. Funny. Okay. And then plate. Throw that in there. We can pause this for the time being. We can get out this, and then we can just throw it in there. Ah, beautiful. And we needed, so we have this. We can check that off. Poly, okay, we need foils. We need 32 foils. I think this is going to be enough. We need our cluster mill. Beautiful. There we go. There we go. We're doing it. We're doing it. We need the what do we use that for? Hold on. Right, we use it in the mixer. Throw that in there, bending machine. We have a whole stack. So now we can make, what can we make? We can make the copper cables. Right? How do we make copper cables? Okay. That's kind of annoying, but that's fine. We have a bunch and we have a bunch. We just need a switch. It was 24, right? Then polyvinyl, yeah. 24. Sick. Okay, so we can throw that in. These in. No, don't tell me. Nope. 24. Wait. 1 copper wire to 4. There we go. There's our copper wire. So now we can make an MV machine hull. We're just going to let that go. So where is our MV machine hull that we made? That's a good question. It's right there. So we need like 2 wrought irons, I think. And an aluminum. Did I make a bunch of aluminum? I might have. It might still be in here. No, let's gonna take this out. These need to be foils. You can go back. You can go in. We only need 1 of these. And then this should be our MV machine hull. Beautiful. Holy shit. Okay. So I think this is going to be where we wrap up this episode. Next time. Next time we need to look into getting power gen so that we can get... I want an extruder. An extruder is going to help tremendously. So we need some way to power it that isn't just a bunch of steam turbines. So we're probably going to look into biodiesel somehow. I really don't know how we're going to do that. Make empowered oil ASAP. So how do we get empowered oil? Powered oil comes from creosote and crystallized oil. Creosote oil we have from our ovens over there. And we can do this recipe at LV. And crystallized oil So we need a few more chemical reactors. Crystallized oil. Interesting. Interesting. So we can get canola seeds. We can start farming canola seeds too. Then we get that into crystallized. Crystallized with refined. Frying canola oil comes from canola oil, which is a fluid extractor. Okay, so this is going to be its own whole thing. So this might actually be our first like proper expansion into the base, or of the base. Because what do we want to do? We want to have a farm that farms canola. And then we want a bunch of machines. I think there were like 3 or 4 machines there that took that canola and empowered it, crystallized it, empowered it. Yeah, so we farm canola, we precision laser engrave into crystallized, and then we chemical react the crystallized into crystallized oil, but we also need refined canola oil, which comes from a fermenter. Yeah, so we're canola seeds are going to be used 2 places. Okay. I hate that this is going to be at LV, but that's fine. And then, yeah, we chemical react the crystallized oil and creosote oil. So we may want another machine here, or we can like start backlogging it. But yeah, then we use the empowered oil. Then we chemical react that with sodium hydroxide and ethanol, which there's a whole other quest in MV for it right here. So we get that, we get the MV power, and then we just go from there. So we're probably going to sit on biodiesel for a while, aren't we? Yeah. And then we can start working on this, because this isn't too bad. This is just a bunch of MV stuff, which we can easily do. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I shall catch you next time.